In this video, you will learn the basics of Maya 2023 and also you will end up taking out a render like what you are seeing on the screen. Quite a decent render, if I can say. So let's get started. First, you want to create a new scene, so you just click here below the Autodesk Maya thing. 3 things I like to do before starting to work on it. First of all, go to the project settings down here, and in the color management, check this that this is put on the video, okay? And this checkbox also, because I won't explain it on this video because this is quite an interesting yet a technical thing, but the aaaand, I don't know how to spell well in English, sorry, I am Spanish. So the aaaand has more colors than the one that comes with the Maya default, that is the Rec 709, okay? So place it on aaaand, and if you don't have this, well, you can work with this, I don't mind, but you will get more colorful renders if you render with the aaaand, okay? Then obviously save. Check that you are working on a appropriate folder. I mean, if I save this project, it will save or on the default Maya project folder or on the last folder you worked on. Okay, so in my case is with this Ferrari I am working on. That is, I will show the results soon, I think, but well. So you want to go File, Project Window, and here you create a project window for your project, okay? So a project folder, sorry. So just place, I don't know, beginners 101, okay? And I will place it on my desktop. Okay, accept. And now you have to set the project to that folder. So now Maya is still, if I save this, well, Maya took it seriously and recognized the folder I just made. But I usually, after creating the project folder, I usually set that folder to my project, okay? So now if I save this B1, it will save on the project folder, that is, wait a little bit, here, on this one, okay? Scene, here it is. So now, for this video, I will try to be as fast as possible while maintaining my mid-level English. So for now, you want to have this on polymodeling selected and here also on modeling selected, and create maybe 3 spheres and 1 cube. I will place the spheres, maybe this on 4. There. Okay, so now we have 3 objects. Also, you want to check these render options, okay? So this is for the render we will do after, but I recommend you to place this on TIFF. For now we will make it on 8-bit. Here I will place this on HD, and here I will place all down to 1, and here on 3. Okay, we are ready. So you have your objects here, and you want to place the textures on these objects. Well, when you create objects, they come with a basic Lambert texture, but this Lambert is applied to all the new objects. Okay, so if I change the color of the texture of this ball, it will change also the color of all the 3D objects. Okay, so if I change this to a red, all the new objects will be red. If I create a polygon torus, never heard of that name, okay. If I create a new shape, it will be also that color. So the Lambert color, don't change it. Just leave it on the way it is. So for creating a new texture, you have to go here on the hypershade below the Arnold option, and here on the searching options, write just I standard surface. Here you have, click, and this is the basic texturing, the basic texturing box that you will use mostly in your 3D artist life, I think. Here you have all the aspects a material can have, like the specular, the base color, the metalness, the coat, the sheen, all you want, okay? So I will do 3 materials, like a non-reflectant one, like, I don't know, leather, a reflectant one, like gold, and some bricks for the square one, okay? For that, I have quite a lot of pages that we can use, but for now we are going to use 3 of them. So go to your Google or Opera or the thing you use, okay? And one of that is, well, I had this pre-selected. Well, one of the pages is Polyhaven, okay? You can select and download free some models here that are 3D. You can also choose some textures that for now I will search like wood and other things, and also the HDRI that later, before rendering, I will explain what is that, okay? So Polyhaven, the first, you will have a lot of links below in the description if you want to go directly to the page, okay? Also, Polygon, you have to pay, but there are also free things, okay? So on this one you have to sign up, okay? But if you go here on the free options, you have 109 free assets that includes 3D things, textures, and all things. Also, this one is also free, ambient CG, okay, this one. This one is also free. You just go here and search for, I don't know, maybe a material. I want, I don't know, leather, okay? And you have here quite a lot of leathers. I think the ambient CG is the best for material because it has a lot of materials, and I mean a lot of materials, okay? And another one, but is not for materials, instead it's for 3D objects. Imagine you want to do a render like this, okay? Wait, okay, here. Imagine you want to make a render like this, okay? This car, obviously, you can't create this car on Maya. I mean, you can model it manually, but you can click on one of these buttons and it will create a car, okay? So, for this one, well, this one is taken out from Assetto Corsa, from one game, but you can go here on Sketchfab, here, and you can search for a car, okay? And here you have a lot of cars to download. But one thing with this, you see, you have this car, but for 15 bucks, okay? You have also this car that is free. How can I see only the free options? Well, you go here, click on downloadable, I don't know how to say it in English, on licenses, to uncheck these two, the two premium ones. And all you will see here, you can download it free, okay? So all this you are seeing, it's free. Imagine this. The Contents LPI. You go here. Here you have some info of the model, and sometimes the author write a little bit of, I don't know, history of the car, or from what game or Blender or Maya, or from what app has he created. So here, if you want to use this car, you just go to download 3D model. And one thing here, okay, that this will explain it on another video. I will create maybe some basic beginner guides, but for this one you can't place this type of I don't know how to say, 3D models on Maya. These ones are also not included. OBJ, yes. For Maya you want to search for FBX and OBJ. Finally finding a proper 3D model that your 3D modeling application accepts. Okay, so FBX, that is the Maya prefix. So this one, if you place this on your scene, it will accept it. Okay, it won't suppose any problem. But for now, there. Polyheaven for textures, HDRIs, and some 3D models. Sketchfab for full 3D models. Ambient CG for also textures, HDRI, and some 3D objects, but not a lot. And what is named? Here, and Polygon for top tier textures and objects. Okay, so with that said, I have already downloaded here. Downloaded here. So these ones, I will copy them and place them on my folder here. Here. So now we have here imagine leather. Okay, you have the preview of the material, how it should look when you finish, and also some files. Okay, so this one, I will bigger this. Okay, this one is the color. It will be the texture. Okay, the base color. This will be the displacement, that later you will see what is the displacement as well as the normal. Okay, they are quite similar but not the same. And the roughness, that is the how bright, how smooth is the object. If you see here, this is smooth because the light, you can see the light here, but it's not as smooth as the metal. Okay, this is full smooth. Well, it can be smoother, but this is more smooth than the leather because you can see more light reflected on it. Okay, so for now, I am going to go to my folder, to my project, sorry, and the hypershade, and I will create the leather one. So leather. I named them as the material they are represented because that way they are easier to search than here on the standard on the hypershade. So leather, you go here, base color, check this, and leather color. Open, and now you will see this with color. Also, specular roughness, I will place this, and leather roughness. Here it is, okay? Pam. Okay. Also, geometry, bump mapping, here, file, bump. We don't have a bump file, we have a normal file. So, normal folder file, that is this one, okay? Open, and for finishing the displacement, it will be this one, leather displacement, okay? So now we have the color, the smoothness, the displacement, and the normal relief of the material. If you want to place the material here or wherever you want, you just move this a little downer and selecting this, left click on this and assign material to selection, okay? PM. And now you see this is a little bit darker than this one. Well, we are seeing the scene on the boring mode of the Maya, okay? That is green. Gray. So if you press this button right here, you will see there it is, the texture, okay? Also, we don't have light on our scene yet. I mean, if you go to Arnold and render it, the render finished here, and it's all black. Why is that? Well, we don't have a light source yet. So, for a basic light, go to Arnold, Light, and Skydome Light. This will create a sky on your scene. So now, if we press render, well, actually, I will render with the GPU instead of the CPU. So that way, I can record with the OBS and talk and render at the same time. So, okay. I go here, I go render and plan. And now, we should see things, okay? Oh, wait, I am quite far from the Steam. Okay, here. There you go, okay? You can see that it's kind of crispy. It has a lot of noise, the image, but we can fix it later, okay? But you can see these ones have the Lambert basic material, the default material, and this one has the leather material. Now, the displacement needs one thing, that is, if you go to the sphere or the thing that has the displacement material applied, go to Arnold and down, go to subdivisions, and here you want to choose Cut Clark, okay? I will take it on 4. And on the displacement attributes, you want to play with this number until you find the proper displacement that you want. I mean, the displacement modifies the shape of the object, but on a way that if I go here, leather, here, okay, the white is positive modification and the black is negative. I mean, you want to create a mountain, okay? If I go here, you can see that if I put this on an object, the white will increase the height and the black will or not do anything or decrease. So it will finish with something like this, okay? Obviously, if you if here in the displacement height you put like a 10, this mountain will be a lot higher than if you put 0.1, okay? So you have to play with this number to get as most accurate result. So I am going to just render this. Where is? Oh, okay. There it is. Wait. Here it is. Okay, our sphere. Okay, so you can see now that our sphere has spikes. Leather don't have a spike. Okay, so we have to play with this number. If I place this to 0, it will be a smooth material. But if I place this on 0.1, it will have a little bit of displacement, as you can see here. So I will place this on maybe 10. Okay, we have kind of a leather texture here, kind of a good texture. Maybe I want to increase the subdivisions to be more accurate. The subdivisions are the number of faces that a polygon can have. I mean, if I place here 1 and 1, it will have one face for each direction. Also, as much subdivisions it has, the more it will last rendering. Okay, so be careful with that. But for now, I think this is quite a good result here. Also, if you want to edit a little bit more your material, you can go on to the hypershade, and here on the color option, down here you can choose the exposure and the balance of the color. So imagine I want a brighter leather, just take the exposure a little upper and it will have kind of a lighter skin, okay? But I will place it as it is. Okay, so we have our first texture here. Maybe I want to take it a little higher to add 2. Better. Okay, and now you see that this leather is like quite big. So if you want to make a texture repeat until it's smaller, you will understand me when I do that. You will have to go to the hypershade and then to this purple boxes. You have to put hit repeat UV. So if I put 20 for an example, the photo of the texture will repeat 20 times. So if you place 100, the texture will look smaller. If you place lower than 1, it will look bigger. So if you can see here, now there is so small that almost we can see only pixels of it, okay? So the leather usually is maybe on 5 and 5. And now if I press render, well, I will save this photo here, pressing this camera option, press render, and now it should appear a little bit bigger. Okay, we can see there are still pixels, okay, but if I press here set as A, set as B, okay, and select this, okay, you can see that this one has bigger pixels than this one. Well, this is not pixels, this is the render trying to show you the information of the texture, but it is not rendering in a good quality, so it shows you as pixels. Also known as noise. Okay, the noise is bad for your render. So if you want to not have noise, you will have to here increase maybe the resolution and the samples to a 4. Also increase, I don't know why this is looking like a star from Mario Bros, but I don't care as long as the render looks good. Also, the render settings, I will place it at full HD, and here I will place it maybe on 20. Now, if I press render again, okay, here I placed the sphere texture repetition on 3 instead of 5, and I also changed a little bit the displacement height count to 0.04. Okay, so now we have quite a better leather. But I will stop that and I will place the textures on the other two. So I see you in nothing. And we can see as the render goes, it will take quite a goldish texture, but it's not as goldish as it should be. So I will increase here the code to 1. Okay, and now it should reflect a little bit more. There you go. But well, for the reflections and the speculars, you don't want to use a white sky dome, so we are going to choose an HDRI for our sky dome from the pages I told you before. So color, I choose one already, so this neon grass 4K. And now if we aim on the gold sphere, it should look better. Okay, now we are talking. Wait, not as goldish as I would expect. So I will here play with the settings of the texture until I achieve the goal, or well, the result I am looking. Okay, so maybe I should place the specular roughness on the width instead of the roughness. Let's go here. Well, I will stop the render so that it... Maybe in the recording, maybe when I render it becomes like a shitty 13 FPS low quality video, but I can help with that. Okay, so the roughness, instead of the specular roughness, I will add it to the specular. And let's see how it turns, okay? Okay, now the roughness has changed. You can see a lot of differences. If I place this on 1 or on 0, it is like a mirror, okay? So we want to place it kind of on a medium. Oh wait, also this needs to have the cat clerk, the subdivision, and all the drill. So 0.1. Well, now it's just playing with these parameters until you get the color and the texture you wanted. So if I create a new standard surface and I place here yellow, a little bit orangish yellow on the gold, here yellow, okay, I don't need this, I need this. It should be yellow, but if I place metalness up and I place the roughness to 0, it's a completely, not a goldish still, but it's quite more goldish than the other texture we downloaded. Maybe if I take this to there, and well, we can say that this is goldish. This could be gold. Maybe if we apply this. Okay, now this has, if I don't, okay, this is getting the displacement So I will quit the displacement. I want a smooth ball here. So none 0, and now it should be smooth like a baby's head. Okay, there you go. Gold. We have gold and we have created by our own hands. Okay, so now we have leather that is right here and gold. For the cube, I am going to make it with bricks. So 1, 2, and here we have it. Okay. One thing with this one, you see these two objects are round, are spheres, and we used, well, in this one we don't use any displacement, but in this one we used the cat clerk. Okay. For the cube, if we use cat clerk, it will roundness the cube, so it will make like a sphere from the cube. We want to use linear for the cubical objects. Okay, so in 4 we have quite a decent result, not as the best, but it's because the texture is unsynchronized with the UVs of the mesh. I mean, if you wait a little bit, I will explain it to you right now. Okay. So, also, maybe I could increase the subdivisions, maybe. Now, it's more cubical than before, and the only thing that pisses me off is this, the sync from the texture. So, for that, we want to go here, or if you don't have these green options, go to UV and UV editor, okay? I will explain the UV editor maybe if you asked me in a further video, but here you just have to place this on the correct way. I mean, you can see that this texture is infinite. I mean, this starts here and finishes there. This starts on the middle of one of the bricks here, and here's the middle. So you can place one texture within each other that it will repeat infinitely. So for these textures, we want just to make something, place this on one way that it will look better. So, okay, much better. Look, at least the line continues. We kind of solved the problem with the synchronization of the texture. So now we can just hit render and we can see these three. There you go, our three materials. Okay, so now I will explain a little bit of the render settings, and I think I will finish the video. Color balance, I will make it a little brighter. Maybe 2 is too much, maybe 1.7, there, okay. So now we have the leather. Three basic things. First of all, the way you save the render, okay, the file type. Usually TIFF is the best option, but you can also do PNG or AXR. These options, usually I don't use them. This one I am pointing on. So, well, I will do it with a TIFF. I will do it on Full HD. On Ardent Render, I will render it with the CPU. So I disable the GPU rendering option. And here, I will activate clamping to 20. I will also apply maybe a right depth of the diffuse. And here I will increase the diffuse to 3, the specular to 3, and all this, we don't have them, so we don't mind. So, maybe this to 5. Close, I can save this. And now I will pause the recording, because when I render this with the CPU, it might explode. So, we will be back in nothing. It finished the rendering. I rendered two things. First of all, the background, okay, the sky dome, and then also I rendered the objects, but alone. I mean, with the reflections of the sky dome, but without the sky dome. So now I have the main objects, okay, without Skydome. Probably the photo of this video will be this. Here maybe I put a beginner's tutorial, la la la, and these three objects. And then also I have this one. So now you have to go to Photoshop. Well, you can render it directly with the background. I mean, if you place this like that and hit render the things with the background, but in my case, I prefer to separate them and do the objects from one side and the background from the other side. So I think it's done for now. With this video, you should know the basics of materials, the lighting of a skydome, how to create basic things, a little bit of the UVs, these things, but the UVs are completely not difficult, but maybe a little slow to understand for some people. But well, maybe I will do more videos of each thing, like one video concretely explaining this side of the Maya, another video explaining this, another video explaining the UVs. I don't know. By the way, I am a 3D student since 2020, so well, actually 2021. So I am still learning a lot. Okay, so if you have been studying or learning for 3D and you have advices for me, I will read them joyful on the comments. Okay, and for now I will leave it right here, I think. So bye bye and have fun.